Is there a good app for executive function? This is a fantastic question. So let me take a look at this question. This question, Arlene, thank you. Is there an app to help kids keep on track with daily living and school assignments? So I've looked at a lot of things. I've seen a lot of different apps that are designed for kids. And I was talking to my friend Ben, who does not build apps, but I was like, he's built a whatever stuff. What's called a browser. He's built like stuff that I have no idea how that stuff works, but I know exactly what I would want and what kind of flexibility I'd want if I could make the dream app for these kids. If anybody knows the developer who could do this, I know what I would want, because this is what the saying is, necessity is the mother of invention. So what drives what I would create in the app is the necessity, the problems that I see over and over and over and over and over with these kids who are struggling to navigate school and life. So having said that, I have not found one app that does what I would want it to do, that really helps manage the things. Having said that, what my philosophy is, I call Frankenstudy. It's where we Frankenstein a bunch of different things together that work with an individual. We personalize, customize, tailor. We make things to the individual. It's like an IEP, an individualized education plan, or an ALP, an advanced learning plan. Like, these things are, the whole thing about those things is that they're individualized. And the whole problem with a lot of the things and why we would want an app is because when things aren't individualized or personalized. So what I do, and I'll give you the basics of what I do, I'm going to give you an actionable answer here that you can actually use. And I have a lot of content on YouTube that goes into detail about this, and definitely in my course, my UGYG course, for students and parents, where I go really deep into this stuff. Here's the gist. For most kids that I'm working with, I probably would really start using apps like this more in middle, high school, and college. I probably wouldn't even want to do much with it before then, because they have enough to think about generally. But basically, my favorite things to use to manage these things are, now you can use any, calendar, but I like Google Calendar just because I'm used to it. Google Keep, and Google Task sometimes for some kids, similar to Google Keep, and Documents, regular Google Docs, and the Google Chrome bookmarks bar. Those things generally help us because they can connect to each other. You can put extensive notes. I get like college students, let's say we go through there, we front load their entire syllabus for their classes into Google Calendar. So if sometimes the teacher has it so that they can put it right in, but sometimes we just manually enter everything, where the classes are, what time, the teacher's office hours. So you can replicate things really easily in Google Calendar. On Google Keep, you can add links. You can have different Google Keep notes for different papers that you're writing, or different long-term assignments that you're doing, or different classes. And on Google Docs, you can have homes, you can put links in Google Docs, and you can have homes for like a home base for everything right in one document, all the links you need, all the passwords you need. And in the Google taskbar, we get all the classes into that into the Google Chrome bookmarks bar. We get all of the links that they need for their portals, their different classes, all of those complicated things, and we get it in really same ways. Now, I'm not going to go, I could literally spend 3 hours showing you how to set all that up, and I'm not going to do that right now, but that's enough to at least get you started to know you can go into those, you can keep it simple, and those are a very good place to start. I will recap one time. Meanwhile, my name is Seth Perler, and we have a thing called TFOS, the Executive Function Online Summit. If you like what we're doing here and you appreciate this video even, please snag the link right there, executivefunctionsummit.com, and share it with 3 people today. We have put so much heart and soul and blood, sweat, and tears in this thing, and it's amazing, and it's free. You can buy it if you want, but you can go to this thing for free for 3 days, plus really 32 hours of bonus days. It's amazing. Game changer. It'll help you. You will feel the heart in this. Anyhow, let me go over those things. Google Calendar. I do month view with most kids because most of these kids are big picture thinkers. So I do month view. Google Calendar. Google Keep. Google Tasks sometimes. Google Docs, a home doc, and the bookmarks bar. Those things we use in conjunction to do what you're asking about here, Arlene, to keep track with daily living and school assignments. The very last thing I'm going to say here, Arlene, is this. When we are setting those things up, keep in mind, visual, 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 visual. Color coding with Google Keep, you can make the things different colors using all caps sometimes. If you're using Google Calendar and there's an assignment that needs to be done, you can put the assignment in red, and after it's actually turned in, not after it's finished, after it's actually turned in or submitted, you can change the color of the assignment to green. So very visual. So anyhow, point is visual, visual, visual is going to be really key in helping your child keep track of the daily living and school assignments. It's so important. All right. Best of luck to you. Go connect with your kiddo. Register for TIFOS if you haven't already. Please share TIFOS with some people today. Have a fantastic day. Connect with your kiddo. Take care.